What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another video here on Peg City Hockey, and today we're going to start talking about a subject that's a little kind of somber, honestly, in my opinion. You know, the Jets are first in the league. They're killing it. They're crushing in every area pretty much. It's an incredible thing to see. You know, it's been an incredible year. You know, and I don't think that excuses the Jets from some criticism. You know, just to get things off the bat. Like, I'm not taking for granted the season that we're having, and I'm not trying to hate on an amazing Jets team. But you know, the treatment of Ville Heinola in his career with the Jets has been pretty crazy in so far, and you know, it's gotten to the point where pretty much his tenure with the Winnipeg Jets looks like it is over. You know, you've got pretty much everyone, including from Elliot Friedman in the hockey world and every other analyst out there, saying that, you know, Ville Heinola's time has come. And even on 32 Thoughts the other day, you know, Friedman was hoping that Ville Heinola would get a fresh opportunity somewhere else in the coming weeks to argue, because he's just struggled, and he just has, not even that he struggled, you know, like, when Ville Heinola's had a moment, he's played pretty good hockey. You know, this is a guy we drafted 20th overall in the first round that we put a lot of stock into, who I think the franchise definitely had a plan for, but just never really got to using him. And it's really, really sad. Like, this is a very, very skilled hockey player, and it was a very highly touted prospect, and the Jets just never were able to make it work. And it's one of those things that just, I think, they'll look back on and really regret. And I think that, especially with the fact that, you know, who they passed on in favor of this guy, you know, like, the Jets have had an opportunity with Ville Heinola to really develop him well and put the time in, and he's shown that he can play extremely, you know, meaningful hockey and important minutes, you know, with the Moose and everyone in his career, but he just hasn't gotten an NHL look, and his stats prove that. But, you know, Ville Heinola has succeeded at every level of professional hockey since being drafted, at every world stage except the NHL, because he was never given an opportunity. But then there's Logan Stanley, on the other hand, who has been given every opportunity, who we've talked about time and time again, who has really taken that opportunity for Ville to develop at the NHL level, but also pushed out Jonathan Kovacevic as well as Declan Chisholm out of the organization. So if things keep going the way they have, the Jets have now officially lost three pretty good prospects in the name of Logan Stanley. And I've talked about this a lot. I don't want to jump into it too much. This is a video about Ville Heinola, not a video about Logan Stanley. But at the end of the day, you know, it's hard to talk about Ville Heinola and not talk about Logan Stanley. It's hard not to talk about Declan Chisholm. It's hard not to talk about Jonathan Kovacevic, because these are pretty decent defensemen. And I know we're talking about, you know, the final defenseman on a team, you know, like the seventh defenseman, the sixth defenseman kind of role. It's not that big of a deal. But, you know, when you look at this track record that the Jets have had with mismanaging their defensive prospects the last little bit, it's kind of concerning. And, you know, I don't think that it's necessarily wave the red flag, the season's over, fire Chevy. It's nothing like that. And I don't think that people should be taking criticism, you know, directed at the Chevy for how they've handled Ville Heinola. I don't think that people should look at that and necessarily judge it like, you know, oh, you know, that we should fire Chevy or he's done a bad job. You know, Kevin Cheveldayoff has had a pretty fantastic tenure with Winnipeg, and his losses are very near and few. But I definitely think that the way that he's handled Logan Stanley and the priority of Logan Stanley over other defensive prospects have definitely hurt the Jets, you know, overall consistency. You know, what are we talking about right now going into the trade deadline? A lot of people are talking about a 2C, but most people are talking about upgrading the defense, adding more to the defense, you know? So it just kind of sucks to see all these other defensemen that are better than Logan Stanley that would then make us better if they were on the team still, you know, just that we've passed on in name of Logan Stanley. And I just think that Ville Heinola, again, kind of got shafted in this situation. You know, he wasn't obviously some, you know, Erik Karlsson superstar out there that was getting shafted every night. But I just think that when there was opportunities for Logan Stanley to, you know, maybe get traded or be moved on from as a prospect and a guy that got consistent NHL minutes, you know, they just never made the decision. And it was always Ville Heinola getting cut. It always was Ville Heinola not getting that extra look. And, you know, Logan Stanley's been the guy that this organization has chosen to go with. It's been that way all season long. And Ville Heinola has kind of been left on the ice by himself, just shooting the puck in sandals, it seems like. So, you know, this, I think, again, like, Chevy's been an incredible GM. And I don't even really want to knock, you know, like I said, I don't want to start talking shit about the Jets because they're doing so well, and I'm not even trying to really talk shit, but at the end of the day, I think criticism is valid when you've made a mistake, and I think the Logan Stanley situation is a mistake by this organization. It's not one that, you know, is going to ruin everything for the season as of now, but at the same time, you know, I think that this definitely is an area where you can see the pattern of consistently going with Logan Stanley and screwing over your young defensive prospects. And I think if a team is able to snatch up Ville Heinola and he's able to get some NHL minutes consistently, I still think he can develop into a pretty solid NHLer. So the Jets might end up regretting this one too. So let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. As always, peace, love, and positivity. As always, go get Jets go. Thank you so much for watching this video. Subscribe if you're new. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you all in the next one, and bye-bye.
It'll all be over.